It began with a bold vision to build KL Metropolis, a development that would establish a new international trade and exhibition district in Malaysia, built in partnership with the government by NAZA Group's property arm, NAZA TTDI. The crown jewel of this grand vision is the Malaysia International Trade and Exhibition Centre, the preferred international destination for exhibitions and events. Like the fine gold and silver threads of the Songket weave that inspired its facade design, MyTech is the embodiment of refined craftsmanship, creativity, and precision. As Malaysia's largest exhibition centre, MyTech's functional spaces are unprecedented. Primed for exceptional displays, surrounded by state-of-the-art facilities and amenities. This iconic structure affirms a commitment to innovative excellence. It is a showpiece of engineering ingenuity. An enduring icon built for a new Malaysian era of success.
Hi everyone, good morning. I'm here from the Malaysian International Trade Center, MyTech. We are here in the morning, starting very early, and enjoy the show, enjoy the summit. I'm happy to be here with you, and I hope you are the same way like me. This is something that is a result of a group effort. We all came together to bring you everything what we can give from our heart. Please enjoy the videos during the day, and just engage with us, and please put your comments, put your replies in the comments, and let's start the day. I will start with Ryan. Ryan is coming from Brighton, and he will have with you a strength training, giving you some power straight away from Brighton. So I will add him to the stream, and we will start our morning training with you. Let's go online and enjoy the training.
Dynamic warm-up with some shoulder press. So, thumbs by the shoulders, and we're just reaching up to the ceiling, back down again. So we're just really working that shoulder flexion and getting some blood into those shoulder muscles as we reach up. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Okay, next we're going to move into our side bend, left to right. Okay, so hands by your sides. We're just going to start with small movements from left to right. Keep breathing, keep pretty relaxed, and we're just gradually going to increase that range of motion as we bring those hands a little bit further down, thighs, working through that side bend. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Next we move into chest press. So just bringing the arms forward. Give the shoulders a little squeeze at the back as well, so we're getting the shoulder blades moving forward and backwards as well. And keep breathing. 3, 2, one, and relax. Moving into rotations next. So just left to right, trunk rotations. Try to keep your hips nice and still at the beginning, so it's just the upper body. And then we're going to gradually start to increase the range of motion through the hips. Okay, and now we're going to bring up the heel and rotate all the way around. So we're getting a full trunk rotation, getting some good rotation through the hips as well. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, next up we're going to have a little jog on the spot. Nice and easy. As we're jogging on the spot, we're going to do a shoulder press and then a chest press. So one up, one forward. Keep breathing, just bringing up that heart rate a little bit now. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, next moving into some squats. So for the squat, we need to sit back into the heels and then stand through. So push your bum back, sink down, and stand through. What's really important on this exercise is that we don't collapse the spine into this position. You've got to keep the chest up, straight back, and through the heels. The heels are always on the ground for this exercise. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good, so we're going to have a little jog on the spot again. As we're jogging, we're going to do some forward arm circles. Nice and controlled circles with the arms. Really getting those shoulders warmed up. 3 more circles. 2, last one. Good, and the backward circles. We're doing 10 circles. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off. Okay, moving into our last exercise for the dynamic warm-up is the anatomical split lunge. So, we're coming down in this position. The back heel is raised off the ground. The front heel is down on the ground. So the foot is flat. We're sinking down and we're pushing up through this front heel. So there's not a whole lot of weight in the back leg, mainly through the front leg. Sinking down and drive. If your flexibility won't allow you to go all the way down, just go down as far as you comfortably can. That's okay. So this is okay. This is all the range you have. That's okay. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, change sides. So this is an exercise we'll be doing in our workout today. So drop down, drive through the front heel. Through this front leg. Feel the muscles through the thighs here, the glutes, doing the work. I don't know about you, but I can feel it. Drive up through that front leg. The back heel is up off the ground. 5 more seconds. Keep breathing. 3, 2, time for 1 more. And relax, shake it out. Okay, cool. So we're all warmed up and we're ready to hit it. Go get some water and let's do it. Okay, so our first workout. What we're going to do is break it into 2 sections. The first section is our bodyweight resistance section, which is designed to help to tone the muscles and improve your strength. And then the second part of the workout is going to be the bodyweight cardio section, where we're going to be burning fat and improving fitness. Okay, so this is the first section, which is the bodyweight resistance section. So we're going to do 30 seconds of work, followed by a 15-second rest interval. So it's pretty dynamic. We're going to get the heart rate going as well. We're going to be burning some fat at the same time. So I just want to run through the 5 exercises that we're going to do, and then we'll make a start with the timer and we'll kick things off. Okay, so the first exercise is the knee press-ups. So you want a little towel or something on the floor to protect your knees. We're coming into this position with the knees underneath the hips, hands a little bit wider than the shoulders. From here, bring it down and push up. So you need to keep your nose in front of your fingertips at the bottom and at the top. We don't want to push back this way. That's too easy. So straight down, straight up. Your bum stays up in the air. Okay? So that's the first one. The second exercise is the lateral lunge. So we're targeting the inner and outer thighs on this one. So we just step out to the side, back to the middle. Step to the side, back to the middle. Nice and easy. Okay, third exercise is the sumo squat to press. So we take a stance a little bit wider than the shoulder width, toes pointing out. We squat down, keeping the knees in line with the toes, and then we stand up and we press. Come down, squat, up, and press. If you can't get down this low, there's no problem. Just go down as low as you comfortably can, keeping good posture. Okay? Exercise number 4 is the same as we did in the warm-up. So we do a anatomical split lunge. So we're in this position, we're sinking down and up. Down, driving through the heel of the front foot. Okay, and we change sides. Exercise number 5, same thing but on the other leg. Driving through this front heel, the back heel stays up off the ground. Okay, so that's our 5 exercises. So what we're going to do now, kick off the timer, 30 seconds of work, followed by 15 seconds of rest. And we're going to repeat the circuit 3 times with a 1-minute rest interval in between for a quick drink of water. So the first exercise is our knee press-ups. So let's get down into position ready. Knees on the towel, we're going 2, 1, away we go. So nose stays in front of the fingertips. We're pushing straight down, straight up, keeping that weight forward above the hands. You want to breathe in on the way down and out on the way up. We're halfway through. You're doing good. Okay, final 10 seconds. 3 seconds to go. We've got time for 1 more. And relax. Here we go. So the next exercise we've got is our lateral lunges. So we move from left to right. Doesn't really matter what you do with your hands. Place them on your hips or out in front of you. Okay, are we ready? 2, 1, let's go. So the side, the side. So the foot turns out about 45 degrees. The heels stay on the same baseline. If you feel you can get a little bit lower, then that's okay. You can go down a little bit more. If that's too hard, we can just step out to the side in this position, okay? Okay, we've got 5 seconds to go. Keep breathing. 3, 2, time for 1 more. And relax, good, shake it out. So 15 seconds rest. Take a few deep breaths. We're gonna move into our sumo squat to press next up. So we're hitting the thighs and the shoulders all together in 1. 3, 2, 1, away we go. Squat down and press. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in on the way down, hold, and breathe out at the top. So we're going to keep the heels on the ground, driving up through the heels, big reach at the top of the move. Don't worry if you can't get all the way down, just here's okay. If this is all the range you have, that's okay. Just keep working on it. Good, we've got time for 1 more. Down, and press, relax. Good. So we're moving into our split lunge next up. The last 2 exercises of round 1. So let's get into position. Back heel up, weight mainly through the front leg, away we go. Down and stand. Doesn't matter what you do with your arms, whatever feels comfortable. Keep on the hips, it's okay. The main thing is working mainly through this front leg, the back leg is just balance. Okay, final 10 seconds. Feel those muscles in the leg, doing some good work now. Heart rate should be increasing a little bit now, just like mine is. Okay, 1 more, and relax, good. Shake out the legs. And let's get ready for the other side. Same thing, 30 seconds. This is the last exercise of round 1, and we'll take a quick drink. Okay, ready? 2, 1, and away we go. Drop down, drive up. Down through this front heel. Breathe in on the way down, and out as we stand, just like on the squat. That's good, looking good. I can see you're working hard there, that's good. Keep going. We've got 10 seconds remaining. Good, we've got time for 2 more. Our last one, and relax. That's great. So we're going to take a little break, have a quick drink. I've got my water here. So have a quick drink. So we've got 1 round down, 2 more rounds to go. So take a few nice deep breaths. First exercise of round 2 is our press-ups. So get your towel ready. Okay, a few more seconds rest. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Let's get ready to hit it. Okay, so 15 seconds we'll kick off. So down onto the mat, or your towel, hands in position. Weight forward, so your nose is in front of your fingertips. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Breathe in on the way down. Breathe out as you push. Breathe in. Now, if this is too hard, guys, what we can do is we can move the knees forward a little bit and keep the bum up in the air and come down more this way. That will make it a little bit easier. The further your knees are up, the easier it's going to be. If that's too easy, move the knees back a little bit and keep your weight forward. 5 seconds to go. Time for 1 more. And relax. Good. Okay, so we're moving into our lateral lunges next up. So take a deep breath in. We're going to be stepping to the sides. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So stepping out and back. So the heels are always flat on the ground. We're never raising up the heels on this one. Always flat. That's good. We're halfway through. Feeling those adductors and abductors doing some work here. Final 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. That's good. Shake out the legs. And we'll get ready for our squat presses next up. So take a deep breath. We're going in 5 seconds. Thumbs by the shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and down we go. Drop down and reach. Breathe in and exhale. Down and drive. Really feel those thighs working hard on this one. And your glutes, on the shoulders. Great fat burning exercise this one. 10 seconds remaining. Breathe in. Exhale. 5 seconds to go. We've got time for 1 more. And relax. Good. Shake it out. Okay, we're doing great. We're moving into our split lunge next up. Exercise number 4. And we're kicking off in 3 seconds. 2, 1, let's go. So drop down and straight back up. Keeping the heel up on the back leg. Pushing through the front leg. Again, it doesn't matter what you do with your arms, whatever feels comfortable, hands on the hips. Just one thing, try not to do this. This is cheating, okay? I'll show you. So, hands on your hips. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, time for 1 more. And relax. Good, shake it out. Okay, take a nice deep breath. It's the last exercise of round 2. Change legs. So, back heel up off the ground. Front heel down on the ground. We're going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Drop down and drive. Breathe in, breathe out. All the way through this front leg. You should really feel that heart rate picking up now a little bit. Getting a little bit out of breath. I know I am. That's what it's all about. We've got 10 seconds to go and we've finished round 2. 3 seconds to go, time for 1 more. And there we go, shake off, that's great. Okay, so let's grab a drink again. Have a little rest. 4-minute break. We've got 1 more round to go. And then that'll be our strength circuit complete. So make sure your towel's in a good position. I really want to get those muscles working hard now for this final round. Okay. So, 10 seconds to kick off. The Final round, here we go. Press-ups. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nose stays in front of the fingertips. You gotta really make it work. Working those chest, shoulders, and tricep muscles. Breathe in on the way down. Breathe out as you push. We've got 10 seconds to go. Keep working hard. We've got time for one more. There we go. Okay, moving into our lateral lunge. Next up, hitting that lower body. So take a deep breath. We're going in 5 seconds. Final round, so let's put that work in. Ready, and let's go. So you might find now your legs are starting to really warm up. You might find you loosen up a little bit and you can get a bit lower into those lunges. So if you feel you can, go for it. Keep that breathing going. We've got to get that oxygen into those muscles now. Final 10 seconds. We're almost there. 3 seconds to go. 2, 1, and relax. Good. Shake it out. Okay, so we're moving into our final set of squat presses next. So take a deep breath. We're going to go in 5 seconds. Hands by the shoulders. 2, 1, let's go. Drop down and reach up. Again, you might feel your range of motions increasing a little bit as you're nice and warm. So if you can go down a little bit lower, go for it. The more range of motion you can do, the more muscle fibers you're going to recruit, and the more energy you're going to consume. So the more fat you'll burn. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and relax. That's good. Shake out those legs. And we're going to move into our anatomical split lunge. The last 2 exercises of our third and final round. Okay, 3 seconds. 2, 1, let's go. Drop down and drive. Down through this front leg. Drive. Again, if you've got that extra range of motion now, use it to the max. You're doing good. Penultimate exercise now. Final 8 seconds. We've got time for one more. And relax. Shake out those legs. Okay, you're doing great. So we've got one more exercise to go to finish our resistance circuit. So, other leg forward. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Away we go. Drop down and drive. Drop down and drive. So it's mainly this front leg doing the work. Doing great. We've only got 15 seconds to go now. We can take a little break. Final 10. Really working those legs now. 5 seconds. Time for 2 more. And let's get that last one in now. Beautiful job. You did great.
It began with a bold vision to build KL Metropolis, a development that would establish a new international trade and exhibition district in Malaysia, built in partnership with the government by NAZA Group's property arm, NAZA TTDI. The crown jewel of this grand vision is the Malaysia International Trade and Exhibition Centre, the preferred international destination for exhibitions and events. Like the fine gold and silver threads of the Songket weave that inspired its facade design, MyTech is the embodiment of refined craftsmanship, creativity and precision. As Malaysia's largest exhibition centre, MyTech's functional spaces are unprecedented. Primed for exceptional displays, surrounded by state-of-the-art facilities and amenities. This iconic structure affirms a commitment to innovative excellence. It is a showpiece of engineering ingenuity. An enduring icon built for a new Malaysian era of success.
Patricia Morgan here with Solutions for Resilience, all the way from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. How exciting to join you to discuss how to build your resiliency muscle, a muscle that women internationally need to face the challenges of 2020. We will explore collecting tools from the fields of positive psychology, emotional intelligence, social intelligence, and self-care. How to take care of your mind, your body, and your emotions, which also will include a little bit of fun and humor. I'll see you at the Global Online Women Empowerment Summit. It's time to think differently about empowerment. See you there.
Hi everyone, hope you enjoyed the morning session with Ryan and you did the exercises. He was tuning in from Brighton and he was giving you these exercises from there. This morning we are setting up my tech, so we have all the crew here. I would love to show you how it looks like, but I cannot, but you will see it later from 9:30 with Pauline. Let me tell a little bit about how you can join the program and how you can share our live feed. So when you are joining the program, there are many options. First of all, you can go to whatwomenwantworkshops.com and you can set up the program there, look out whatever you are interested in and go in and choose your program. So let me share my screen and I will show you how it looks like and what exactly you have to do. I will go to my Chrome tab, open a new window, and let's do it from there. So let's see, whatwomenwantworkshops.com. So you have to just type it into your Google, and when you do that, what you have to do is to join this page, right? And after that, you have to go to the program. So search for day 1, day 2, day 3 there, and after that you can actually find the program. So let me just open my tab here and I will do the things. It's morning here, so I'm a little bit and the new place. Yesterday I was already so good at home with all these broadcasting things, but today I have to practice again. There is every day when you can learn something. So let me see. We are already here. I'm showing you my screen. So I will put the summit up. All right, and you can see already what I do here. So you have the website, and on the website you will see the Global Online Women Empowerment Summit from the 1st until the 4th of October. It's not a usual summit because we don't have a virtual room. We have a streaming. We are doing live stream. We are doing live streaming, and in the live stream, what happens? I am projecting everything to another place, which is internet. So you will see us on Facebook, you will see us on YouTube, and whichever way you choose to watch us, it's possible. So if you are on the website, what you have to do first is to choose the day. So today we are Saturday, the third day of the summit. You click on that, right? And after you click on that, you will see the date and the program. So what you have to do, choose the session below. So you choose one session that you like. You click join in. You see there is a join in button now. And then after you join in, you just have to watch the live stream and ask your questions, comment in the fields, and we will get back to you. Once finished, you can actually come back here. You just leave this window open and go to the next program, and then you will see for the first one in the morning you will get the same room, the same link, because they are in one broadcast room. And then you go to the next room from 9:30. I will always tell you on the video that we are going to a new broadcast. So you enter the video and you join now. What will happen, it will take you to the Facebook page, and on the Facebook page you can already set reminders in advance. So I would advise you to go through the program, click on the join now, and set a reminder. When you set a reminder, it will pop up on your Facebook that we go live, and it will be easier for you to follow the sessions. You can share these on your site also, so that you have it in your own order and you can join in. So that's all. That's how you can join in. Also, you can join in on YouTube, and you can join in everywhere else. So let's try this and enjoy the summit. I will show you another video soon, because we prepared something special from you, from the wellness team. 3 of them will come and tell you a lot of things about how they help women above 40 to deal with their difficulties. Hope you see that they are men empowering women, and this is very important here. They are already there and helping women around. So let me play you a teaser first, and after the teaser we will go and show you something else. So let's go. I will just share my other video here, and enjoy the day, please. This is a summit that is organized with a small team, so you will not get a huge different easy very quick access. So you have to work a little bit too, and I'm working on it too, so that you are having a nice experience. So let's do the video. I'm searching for a teaser, and enjoy, and see you soon with Joy, Wassim, and Stefan after this. So let me show you what I see now. It's morning, so I have to warm up here with all this. Plus I have the technical team in the back, so it's not so easy as it was at home, because I have no one at home, just me and the things what I do. So let me see, colorful teaser. Right now we are okay. You see the teaser here. I will put it up. And enjoy the teaser and enjoy the day. Please be positive, patient, and take what you have here.
In which all lose their way. Through different paths we go astray. Walking our way against the stream of life, stumbling upon unexpected shards of struggle.
So I cannot
Our future may seem carved in stone, but our heart knows the truth. They say the best way to see life is through the eyes of a child. How can I understand you if I've not gone through the life you have lived? Can you understand me if you have not visited my world? One should be acknowledged by their determination, not by the color of their skin. Do not compare yourself with others. Compare yourself with who you were before. When I falter, I should hope that a helping hand will lift me up. For some people, acceptance is not a given. Their freedom of choice is denied. Yet, like millions of butterflies swarming the lake, their lives matter too. Hear the pain in silence, even when it's unspoken. One can get trapped in a box that's too small to breathe in. I shall overcome and rise. When I'm done wiping off my tears, I shall give myself permission to laugh. I will flow into a whole new way of being in the world, empowered and healed. We are different. We are diverse. It's time to think about empowerment differently. The power of moving forward is fueled by colorful connections. From now on, the future will be written by all of us. But now, with my empowered voice.
So hi everyone again. Welcome again at the show. We started 7 o'clock with Ryan from Brighton, and now you saw a few teasers. I'm happy that you're already here. Hi Anjil, hi Nizam, welcome at the show. I hope you enjoy. Just as today, there will be glitches because we do it for the first time, but we will make sure that you will have a great experience. Just stay with us, and I showed you how to access the links. Go to What We Mean One Workshop website or watch on YouTube straight away. But stay connected and write us your messages and engage with us, because all the experts are waiting for you and they will answer you. So please take the knowledge that we prepared. I want to explain a little bit about this teaser. So the teaser has been shot here in Malaysia, in one park near KL. And what we did, I was recruiting some volunteers, and the volunteers were coming, and they were. We had a wonderful day, starting very early in the morning. We were in the stream that you see in this water for hours and hours and hours together, and everyone is amateur. We haven't done any video yet in our lives, so only the little kid is a professional, no one else. So you see, it's all community effort, and our amazing videographer Jules Wong made this happen with her team. We even lost one video camera, one photo camera. It fell into the water, so it was like, yeah, it was a crazy day with a lot of people having picnic around us. You don't see that the video, but sometimes you see someone walking in the background. That's what it is, and that's how it happened. So now we go to the next stage. You will get a video from Joy, Wassim, and Stefan. They prepared the video just for this summit to deal with the different time zones, because Wassim and Stefan, they are different places. They are in Australia and UK, and we have also Joy, who is from Malaysia. So let me show you this video. Hope you enjoy it and learn a lot from them. They are doing some programs for women above 40 to redefine their lives and to refresh and reboot. So let's start the video. I will put it on the screen next to me so that you can already see how I do it. And I start.
There's one thing that we all feel no matter our age: energy. Our energy, physical and mental, that we use to focus on all our activities and drive ourselves to our goal is what gets us going day in and day out. There was a time when I would be seeking out experts to learn how I could increase my physical and my mental energy. And I can tell you from my own experience that there's so much information out there, it leaves one confused. I looked and I searched for the single most effective way by saving time yet increasing my energy levels. Where it took me was meeting two absolutely fantastic experts, Stefan Taylor and Wassim Dabboussi. And together, the three of us brought out E is equal to MC squared. I know what you're thinking. That it's energy is equal to mindset into commitment squared. That's the single most effective way for time and energy poor professionals to increase their abundance of energy. Let me welcome Stefan Taylor and Wassim Dabboussi to E is equal to MC squared. Welcome, Stefan, and welcome, Wassim.
Thank you very much, Joy. It's a pleasure to be on here with you.
Thanks, Joy. It's always a pleasure to chat with you and also to Wassim. Great to be part of this amazing project.
Thanks, guys. I love it that we've collaborated to bring the single most effective way for time and energy poor professionals to increase their abundance of energy. So here's my Q&A with you guys right now. Question 1 to Wassim and Stefan, if you could answer that same question after Wassim. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself in terms of your background, education, and experience?
For me, my background started off in IT, then I will go into teaching, and that's when I discovered my love for entrepreneurship and personal development. Before I discovered personal development, I was extremely overweight. I had very, very low energy, but it was only when I started to understand the power of the mind in terms of facilitating and controlling the body and having the tools to be able to do that is when I started to actually increase my energy. I started losing weight and started being able to run around after my kids no matter what they were doing. So over the past 17 years, I've really been focusing on two things. My main focus has always been to upgrade my mindset and keep working on having a better mindset. Because one thing I've realized, with the right level of consciousness, you can do, be, and have anything. And the second thing I've been focusing on is my health and fitness. And I own a gym right now, and I've lost over 25 kilos about 10 years ago and have kept it on for that whole time.
Excellent. Awesome. Thank you, Wassim. Stefan.
Thanks, Joy. Thanks, Wassim. I've been in the fitness industry for 20 years, and the first 10 years were spent in the British military. I was training recruits and making sure the personnel were able to return to their roles if they were injured. So a lot of my time was spent through the physical application of exercise and well-being. Leaving the military, I spent 50% of my time working with professional racing drivers, where I rekindled my love and passion for everything from mindset to rehabilitation to high performance, and the application of that into something which is time critical. But ultimately, the thing that came out of that was the application of mindset first, to create the abundance of energy and focus and drive for them to be able to fulfill a goal, which is obviously coming first on the podium. The second half of my time was spent was working with ladies who were in and around the menopause age, so ladies over the age of 35. Now, a lot of the time, there's a heavy focus on exercise. Now, it's the wrong way around. So understanding that what comes first is an understanding about nutrition, mindset. It gives you 80% of your success. So I've focused on how to help that particular niche of people understand how to get through that phase in their life with a positive outlook on what's happening with them. And it's creating amazing results.
Thank you so much, Stefan. Thank you, both of you. I mean, that's a learning out there. And the key word that I took out from what Wassim and you said was mindset. So I'm gonna roll into this, knowing that we're talking about creating energy for energy poor professionals. And I consider myself a professional, as you know, and you know my journey. That's how we've all connected and got to this. Can you guys share with us a few steps that any professional who feels that they're dragging themselves a little bit on a daily basis, what would be the steps they need to take in order to get to a single most effective way to increase their abundance of energy?
Absolutely. So the very first step is accepting that there is another way. A lot of people that I work with, I'm sure Wassim is the same, is they don't feel there's another option to them. So talking from my niche perspective, they want to return to having the energy they had before, but ultimately it's about accepting that there is another option, which will give them exactly what they want if they choose to do so. So the first step is for them to accept that there is another option for them to follow.
Brilliant, brilliant. And once they've sort of accepted that there is an option, what becomes the next natural second step?
So for me, the next natural second step is going back to the mindset, making commitment and understanding that if you make a decision that you're going to have more energy, and having the intention to do that is the first step to allowing your mind to find ways to actually have more energy. For example, when I go to sleep every night, I make the intention to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, to wake up with an abundance of energy, to wake up motivated, to wake up inspired, and to wake up with the view that I'm going to seize the day. By doing that one single small intention at night, my body automatically wakes up as soon as my alarm bell goes off. It remembers the last intention I did, and then I'm out of bed and I'm out there. I go to the gym and I train and I start my day. The other important thing when it comes to those people, like Stefan said, understanding there is another way. And as we get older and our hormones and our body changes, we don't need to rely on external sources like caffeine and energy drinks, which has become so rampant with professionals, because that's what they rely on to get energy.
Brilliant point. And I'm going to just, hop on that for a bit. I'm a heavy coffee drinker. And you guys know this when I first connected and I spoke with you, and I've taken tips from both of you. So coming back to, when you have an option and your mind knows that you have that option, intent becomes very critical, right? So you have an option, number one, you've got the intent, or your mindset is you're putting that intent in to wake up, like you said, Wassim, at 4:30. Third step, what is it that we actually physically do? And I think, Stefan, if you could answer this, I think it'll be different for people, male and females, men and women, as you're going through different age points, because we have some psychological conditioning about age. Like before we just got into recording this, we were all ribbing each other about how old are we. But irrespective of the fact how old are we, our energy level really varies, because that's how the mind is conditioned, right? So the question I have is, you've got these first two steps. You've got an option. You've got the intent going. What happens next?
In terms of the next step is that you'll have the information provided for you. So it's trusting in that information that you've been given, that it will deliver what you want. So having the trust in the process, you'll be able to wake up in the morning having remembered the previous night's intentions and carry out those intentions. Because ultimately, there's going to be an element of pushback from your previous mindset. So understanding that your previous mindset is going to challenge you over and over again based on what you've been doing for the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Now, this new mindset shift, this ability to accept there is another way, taking it into the action step and following those steps, knowing that there's going to be some pushback and resistance. Knowing that there's going to be some pushback and resistance means you're better armed and prepared for what's to come. So ultimately, taking those natural steps throughout the day, you are taking steps throughout your day, throughout your week, to be able to see very quick changes in energy, in mindset, in application to the thing you want to achieve and bring into your life.
One very important thing that people need to remember is your mind gives up a lot earlier than your body actually does. So a lot of people, they think they're pushing themselves to the limit, but they're nowhere near their limit. And until they break through that limiting belief that they can do more, they can be more, they can have more, and keep pushing themselves forward, that breakthrough will ultimately give them amazing, amazing results.
Adds up. What you're saying is, between Stefan and you, is one is the mindset, because change, when it happens, our brains want to pull us back into the comfort zone where we were. So you got to, I'll use the word fight, but you got to have some accountability and commitment to stick to the steps that you mapped out. And the second part is you got to do what you just said, Wassim, which means just go with it, put the effort in, and you'll find the results coming out down the line. So guys, on that note, is there anything I'm missing that you want to both highlight for energy poor professionals which could help them?
So as you know, we called energy equals MC squared, which is energy equals mindset times commitment squared. And the commitment here is so important, because once you have the right mindset, like we just spoke about, your mind is going to challenge you, is going to push back because you are doing something new. So it's very, very important to have the commitment and have a strong, strong commitment followed by a strong regime, which is going to help you overcome and prove to your mind that you can do this and you do have the energy. So commitment is very, very important. Having the right mindset, committing to it, no matter what challenges you are facing.
Great. Thank you so much, Wassim, which brings me to ask Stefan, could you just share an overview of what an energy poor professional who comes on board at E is equal to MC square, what would this professional be getting? Literally, as they come to our website, what would they get? How can they sign on? What is it that they start with?
Absolutely, Joy. In terms of the first time, the first approach, first contact they'll have is outlining for them that there is a way forward. As we said right off the bat, a connection to where they currently are and showing them how to take the steps to be able to move forwards. And it's a guide, it's a coach, it's a learning process for them to apply these things into their life. Results can be seen very quickly by simply following these simple steps from week 1 to week 6. So ultimately, we all have a connection to being younger, having more energy. So we have that connection, and you can replicate that whatever age you are.
Right.
If you want that drive and determination, then we can help you through E equals MC squared to be able to replicate something you've already had a connection with. So
Absolutely.
moving forward through the program will allow you to rekindle that energy through simple steps of understanding and learning to implement that moving forwards.
Brilliant one. They just gave me an idea for a meme, which is note to my younger self, I'm catching up with you in the next 6 weeks. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Wassim. Everybody who's watching this, check our website. It's mc-2.energy. It'll be in the comments and in the title at the end of this clip. If you're energy deficient or you're finding you're dragging your feet, it's time to connect with energy is equal to mindset into commitment squared. E is equal to MC squared. Wassim Dabboussi, Stefan Taylor, and yours truly, Joy Abdullah. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Are you physically and mentally drained? Do you lack self-esteem and confidence? Maybe you are also suffering from mental fog, anxiety, stress, or even on the brink of depression. You don't have the time to train, not even twice a week. The following message is for energy poor professionals who need to lose weight and return to a shape that boosts self-esteem and confidence, but struggle to find the motivation to eat well and get to the gym. We are E equals MC squared, and here's the truth you need to know about optimal health, wellness, and energy. In fact, here's the biggest problem you face right now. It's your body working against you when it comes to weight loss and the frustration of not knowing how to eat the right foods. But that's not the end of the problem. It actually gets worse. Why? Because the way you are eating, exercising, and living
Can you
isn't
listen
working for you
us?
anymore. It creates low moods, anxiety, and often depression. This stops you from progressing and getting results. The information you need isn't freely available. Either it's too technical, science-based, or very, very broad and misleading, which means losing 10 kilos will seem like a big stretch. You will lose motivation and you end up quitting or choosing an easier option, such as the gastric sleeve. And worst of all, most energy poor professionals can't get past the idea that it's simply about cutting calories or stop eating carbs and exercising more. But luckily for you, there's now a solution to your problem. So if you're an energy poor professional who really needs to lose weight and return to a shape that boosts your confidence and your self-esteem, but you struggle to find the motivation to eat well at home because your partner or the rest of your family don't eat healthy either, you and you can only attend the gym twice a week due to work commitment, here's a solution you've been looking for. E equals MC squared. Energy equals mindset times commitment squared. This is what we're about. We will help you release the weight with ease, boost confidence and empowerment within yourself. We will help you boost energy and vitality within the first week so that you can be on your way to have the body that you love and you are proud of. You will discover the power of taking care of yourself first. You'll free yourself from sugar cravings. You'll have a plan that you can take anywhere with you on holidays, eating out, or away on business, which will keep you motivated and you'll become an inspiration for others so that they can start their fat loss and fitness journey. You will also learn how to eat a well-balanced diet without being on any crazy fad diets or detoxes. And best of all, when you jump on this program, you'll start seeing results within a week. If you're a time poor professional, time and energy poor professional who wants to regain control of their body, you want to regain energy, you want to have that vitality again, you want to connect with yourself and feel strong again and love yourself, understand this. First of all, you need to build your immunity. Those who do not partake in any form of exercise and those who do not eat a well-balanced diet and have poor or minimal sleep are more likely to develop diseases such as diabetes, cardiovascular disease, osteoporosis, and become insulin sensitive. Plus, you need to work on your mindset. You need to work on your mental health. Right now, we are living in a more stressed state. Whether we are conscious of it or not, we all are. Exercise helps to get your energy moving, release tension, and boost your mood. Exercise will help you feel more energized, sleep better, give you a buzz that you will learn to crave when you don't exercise for a while. The benefits of exercise are endless, but now more than ever, it is so crucial for our mental space and mental clarity. 2020 has been a very, very challenging year. It's been a year of uncertainty and chaos. Taking control of your physical and mental health will mean you can claim back 2020, boost your immunity, have more energy, and do what you love and feel stronger and empowered. For those of you watching, we are giving you guys a free copy of our Supercharge Your Sleep. Simply go to www.mc-squared.energy and get your download where you will discover how other professionals like yourself are getting better sleep and avoiding sleep disorders, because the lack of sleep can lead to sleep disorders, it leads to poor health and can lead to very, very serious health issues down the track. So go to www.mc-2.energy and get your free book, Supercharge Your Sleep. And if you do decide to go on with us and get onto E equals MC squared, here is what you will get. E equals MC squared is a 6-week program. It will help you and it will help you discover the secrets to increase confidence and empowerment within yourself so that you can boost your energy and vitality within as short as a week. And you can be well on your way to have a body that you love and you're proud of and have an abundance of energy and release the weight very, very easily. We are also giving away some free bonuses because we understand that here at the Global Women's Empowerment Summit, it's not just about health. We are looking at the wheel of life. So we are going to give you some other bonuses that will help you get to where you want to go in life. Firstly, we're giving away our expert guide to peak performance. It's the underground playbook to become a peak performer. In this ebook, you'll find the shortcuts to becoming a peak performer. You'll find the blockages that are holding you back, and you'll also get our peak performance hacks and our peak performance life decoder. These two cheat sheets will help you instantly find the areas in your life that need improvement. You'll find all your true burning desires and purpose in life. And finally, you'll be able to break through the blockages and the shackles that are holding you back so that you can live an outstanding life. We are also giving you a copy of the 6 deadly mistakes entrepreneurs make and how to avoid them. In this ebook, you'll uncover the mistakes that are holding you back. You'll find the little known entrepreneurial habits to wild success. You'll also understand how you can have a greater impact on the world while making a lot more money. But it's not all just about money. We are talking about health and vitality. So we're also going to give you our sugar detox success manual. This ebook and worksheets, they hold the secrets for you to cut out all the added sugar from your diet. You'll find energy and vitality in your life. It's a complete step-by-step program to eliminate all those added sugars and get your body and your health back on track. Also, for those that join our program, the 6-week program, you will all receive a 60-minute consultation with Joy Abdullah to help you from 3-minute marketing. Joy Abdullah will help you uncover your story and your message and your voice. Joy will also help you understand how you can communicate your story in your voice to provide inspiration to others. You have the courage to share your vulnerability with the world through your story and how you can find and grow your physical and emotional energy. Stefan will also be giving away his consultation on how you can feel amazing through menopause and beyond. It's a 30 to 60-minute consultation to help you turn back the clock and feel like yourself again. You'll discover the truth about menopause and how you can overcome the frustrations of menopause. He'll also give you a step-by-step roadmap to looking, feeling, and knowing how you can feel energized every day, confident and confident through your menopause stages. Plus, we are also giving away 3 very, very amazing secrets for lead attraction and getting your unique message out there and getting your brand out there. The first one is how to create a unique and profitable brand experience. Plus, we will give you the following free bonuses: 20 smart and fast marketing tips from 3-minute marketing. This ebook will make it a snap for you to find short and snappy and effective actionable marketing tips that you can put in your business right now with as little as 3 minutes every single week. These tips are simple and strategic, and they are effective. You'll also get how to create a unique and profitable brand experience. In this ebook, you'll find the insights and tips on using strategic marketing to effectively create and engage a community. And finally, you will get our leads attraction and conversion, a social selling approach. This ebook is a social selling approach to attract new clients so that you can have an abundance of clients on demand. And finally, for those that jump on and do decide to jump onto the E equals MC squared coaching program, by simply going to mc-2.energy, you will also get a 7 nights accommodation voucher for a holiday in Phuket. Simply go to mc-2.energy, get your free Supercharge Your Sleep ebook, then put in the promo code GWE Summit and get all these bonuses for an amazing discounted price.
I have to go live, then I will come back to you. Hi everyone, it's Andrea here again. Hope you enjoy these two sessions, and we are coming up soon with morning news from 8:45 with Roshan, Divya, and Cheryl. They will start the morning with a setup that is like morning news in the TV with a professional video crew and here in MyTech. So let me show you where we are now. MyTech is a beautiful, huge commercial center, and they have amazing features. So let me show you how does it look like. I will take one of their introduction videos and I will play it on the screen. Let me see that. Which one would you like? Okay, let's take this one, the montage from MyTech. All right, hope you enjoy and see you there.
Realize the possibility of a business opportunity in a diverse global market worth billions, connecting you with the rest of the world. Introducing MyTech Smart Trade Zone, an innovative idea of a unique trade and business event platform, all controlled from a single platform situated at the convergence of the global trade route. Besides being on-site, it also allows you online access via the SDZ app. This enables all access to the facilities and programs offered by SDZ 24/7, all in real time. Located at MyTech, Malaysia's largest exhibition space, it provides businesses with valuable opportunities to forge new partnerships, to showcase new products and services, and to access a diverse and influential marketplace. This inspiration hub also garners the unwavering support and direct access to government and association networks. Our Smart Partnership Program connects you to a new paradigm in global trade. With this fresh synergy, we welcome you to be at the frontier of your business progress and profit. It's time to make the smart decision. Download the SDZ app and apply as a trade partner. Together, we'll emerge at the epicenter of a global trade for business and development opportunities.
And you cue him then?
Hi everyone again, I'm back. Still adjusting some things for today so that it will be perfect for you. I will play again something from Wassim. Wassim is also doing another project which is called Muslim Boss Project and Muslim Boss Movement. Let me play that one so that you can get to know this amazing initiation from him. Let me find the video. And today we are coming to you with lots of live sessions from here and also from another direction where people are from virtual. So hope you will enjoy the live streams from 9:30. We have activities, we have everyone on board, and for now I am playing some warm-up videos so you can just start to connect with me and we can do the show together. So let me bring this up. One video from Wassim and Razwana, who are doing the Muslim Boss Movement.
Hi, my name is Wassim Dabboussi, CEO and co-founder of the Muslim Boss Movement. I'm a serial entrepreneur, passionate father, and loving husband. I'm passionate about making people the best version of themselves and elevating the world's consciousness. I'm also an advocate for harmonious and happy families. Meet my partner, Rizwana Yusuf, CEO and co-founder of the Muslim Boss Movement. Rizwana is also an award-winning entrepreneur. She's passionate about teaching about entrepreneurship and is an advocate for mental health and a holistic lifestyle. Rizwana is also a loving wife and mother of two. Now, you're in the right place if you are running yourself into the ground by over-delivering but undercharging your worth. You may be feeling inadequate as you don't understand the right and effective way to grow a successful business that you love without the burnout. You may also be comparing yourself to others in your industry and secretly feeling jealous. Today, we are going to cover the 3 secrets that every successful entrepreneur, as well as self made billionaires, know and use every single day so that they can do, be, and have anything that they've ever wanted to. And you too can achieve the same level of success by following these secrets. We're going to learn how you can make money using your existing talents and skills. We're also going to uncover the one thing that you need to master before you spend time, money, and energy on your business, and a way that you can reach a global audience from the comfort of your own home around your existing lifestyle. You see, surely I knew there's going to be a better way, but I Googled and searched and I could not find one single business community that encompasses the 3 things that we believe are the basis for entrepreneurial success. So this is why I started my search and started working with started founding the Muslim Boss movement. Today, we will cover the 3 secrets. The number one is that you are already an expert without even realizing it. Number two, mindset is everything, and mindset is also nothing. And number three, making global impact from your laptop is possible for you. You see, already you have vast and deep wisdom and knowledge. You have existing knowledge and the power to position yourself as an expert to teach the world, and you may not even realize it. You may not even realize that you can reach and have a global impact, and all that you need is the right direction of where to find your tribe. Now, take a look at these famous scientists and billionaires who stopped short of having a degree. However, had they not moved forward and taken the leap, we would not be able to enjoy the impact that they've had on the world. People like Edison, the Wright brothers, and Bill Gates all took a leap of faith and believed in themselves. You see, your brain has a negativity bias to protect you from harmful things. That's your fight or flight response. And this is great to keeping you alive. However, this is not so great for growth and success. And it gives you a lot of negative messaging and programming about who you are. Because when you do something that is outside of your comfort zone, your lizard brain kicks in. Your autopilot fight or flight, you feel uncomfortable, so your brain rejects it and it stops it from the discomfort. You find excuses to not move forward and you block yourself around not putting yourself out there because you may feel like a show off. What you need to do is to break through these limiting beliefs. You need to remove the T from I can't to become I can, and look at what beliefs are getting in your way. How can you flip the switch on those old beliefs? Prioritize a mindset of self belief, self worth, and growth. Write yourself a new script. What does the new confident version of you look like? Be that version of who you already have, who you already know has the success that's already inside you. Put in a daily mindset practice. Get support when needed, and you'll be surprised how fast results can happen. Now, making money online may seem impossible. However, what we know in today's world, it is possible, and thousands of entrepreneurs have been able to make a global impact and make money online through their laptops and their computers. And this is also possible for you if you know how to do it. The first thing you've got to do is find your tribe. There are millions and millions of people out there, and in today's technology with laptops and mobiles, we can reach thousands, if not hundreds and millions of people within seconds if we know where to look for them. And that is the power of globalization. Take a moment to think about Facebook. Facebook has over 2 billion active users alone. Instagram has over 800 million active users. TikTok also has 800 million active users. LinkedIn, on the other hand, also has over 80 million active users. Now, do you think your tribe is there? So what we've covered so far today is number one, you are an expert, and all that you need to do is change your mindset and believe in the skills and talents that you already have. And number three, well, that was number two, the changing your mindset. Number three is that you can make a global impact from the comfort of your own home through your laptop. So I'd like to ask you a question. Has this resonated with you? Are any of these secrets or any of these 3 things that we've discussed today things that you know are holding you back? If you answered yes or any of these resonated with you, I have good news for you today. And that good news is the Muslim Boss Movement. This is why we started the Muslim Boss Movement, because this is a revolutionary movement surrounded by confident, motivated entrepreneurs just like you who are there to support each other and have done the things that you want to achieve. Because what we know is success leaves clues. So, right now, you have two choices: take a leap of faith or do nothing. If you do nothing, nothing will change. But if you want to take that leap of faith and find out what your personality, what your boss personality is, just go to bit.ly MBM personality and take the
Hello there, my name's Stefan Taylor and I'd like to give you my own welcome to this amazing online summit that Andrew's put together over this 4 days. Now, what I'd like to share with you today is both some of my own personal struggles and some of which may even resonate with you in terms of the challenges we face on a day-to-day basis and how we can question ourselves, put doubt in our own mind, which leads on to generating a lack of confidence, a lack of self-esteem, a lack of self-belief when we know, or after we've set ourselves goals in life, personal goals, health goals, well-being goals, business goals, whatever that may be. I'd like to share with you some of my own struggles of really finding my own identity, my identity. I'm coming to you from the UK, not so sunny today, and I'm sat here in what I call my little super shed. And it's been a hell of a journey to get here, to get to this moment where I'm speaking to you guys today. You see, I am and was born into an amazing, loving, parental family relationship where my mum is white, an amazing, strong white woman, and my dad is black, an amazing, strong black man from Barbados. In the UK, being the minority, it very quickly became apparent to me that I was in the minority at a very early age. And recognizing that I stood out a little bit, I wasn't the same as all the rest of my friends. And to add to that, I'm also vertically challenged. I am short. So this was another battle I had in my own head to be able to generate strength, which I struggled with, to generate self-belief, which I struggled with, to generate self-esteem, which I struggled with. In terms of finding my own identity, who am I? Where do I fit in amongst all of my friends and everyone I look around at who look the same? And I didn't. Now, the reason why I want to share that with you is because that's where my own struggle with self-identity really began, from a very early age of 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. Understanding that you are different, and this sort of links into why I do what I do now. I work with women who are going through perimenopause or menopause, and they're struggling to find their own identity, struggling to find their self-esteem, struggling to find their self-confidence, because so many things change during that period of your life as a woman that you can lose some of that connection to who you were before. It creates blocks in self-belief. Can I actually do these things? Am I good enough? Do I deserve the things that I've set out to achieve? What it also led me to do a lot is for me to create within myself a helper type behavior pattern. What I mean by that is that in order for me to mask my own insecurities, my own inability to understand why I was struggling with my own identity, I developed a helper type behavior pattern where I would help others first. And again, that's something that I recognize in mums particularly, and women going through perimenopause and menopause. Because in order to mask how you actually feel, you can do it very effectively by helping other people more. It stops you thinking about yourself. It puts a lid on those feelings that are quite hard to A, understand, and B, to be able to give some sort of clarity to. I find it very difficult, and still find it very difficult after what's happened and keeps happening over the years, with lives being taken of people in minority situations and it being splashed all over the media. I find it very hard to understand why we have to stand up and justify why our lives are worth it, why our lives really matter. And again, it's something I see in the ladies I work with, is that they feel they have to justify putting themselves first, putting their health first, putting their well-being first, because of the way that society shapes girls into teenagers, into young women, into mothers. Here in the UK, I'm not sure whether this is a worldwide organization, but the Brownies and the Guides is an organization for girls to go and be part of a community, grow, share experiences, earn badges, try new things that maybe wouldn't have done if they hadn't have joined this group. But one thing I struggle to understand with regards to that is that a young girl, maybe 7, 8, 9 years old, may be going to the Brownies, and the Brownie law states that you should always put others first. Now, ultimately, when you're told this message from a very early age, then you believe that to be the truth, that you believe that you should put other people first. And how that manifests itself in later life is that you're continuing to do that because you are and have been programmed to believe that to be the truth. So when you actually begin to struggle with losing self-confidence, losing self-esteem, losing some of your identity because your body's changing and it's not responding the way it used to respond, that you're still putting other people first, and you struggle to put your own health and well-being first. And that resonates with me. I just want to share a quick story with you about an experience I had. And it's very vivid. As a 10-year-old boy, I was a football fanatic. I would play football whenever I had a chance to, and it really began forming the foundations for my love and passion for sport. My team went to a 6-a-side tournament local to where I used to live. And out of all the teams, I was given player of the tournament. I was given a trophy of a footballer stood on a football. And I was so proud of myself. It was the first positive experience of standing out amongst a whole host of maybe 100 other players. And that accolade had been given to me. But that feeling was short-lived. The coach at the time told me that I had to share that trophy with the rest of the team. I'd have to pass it around to the rest of the team members to appreciate that as well. And for that moment of elation where I felt, not because I was expecting anything like that, but just the sheer surprise, shock, and overwhelming pride I had came crashing down. And that sense of achievement was lost as I had to release that trophy. That moment is really vivid in my mind. And understanding how that put doubt, questioned my abilities at such an early age, then ran through my teenage years as I struggled with education, as I struggled to locate my own self-identity. Now, I share that story with you for the reason that ultimately we can have success in our lives and feel good temporarily. And in the blink of an eye, someone can take it away. Unbeknown to them, they've created an avalanche of emotions, feelings that can last for a long time. It's often not done with malice. It's often not done out of spite. But unbeknown to the initiator of that comment, it creates a knock-on effect for many years to come. I understand that it takes a great deal of effort, commitment, and time to be able to understand where your identity comes from. To understand that we all have deep within us the strength to be able to continue and carry out the goals and intentions we set ourselves, no matter how big, no matter how small. So when I work with ladies who are struggling with self-identity, when I work with ladies who are struggling with self-esteem, when I work with ladies who are struggling to put themselves first, I let them know it's okay. Because ultimately the payoff, which I've learnt myself, is that the better I take care of my own physical and psychological well-being, the better I can help others, the better I can guide, mentor, coach, teach those people around me. Because deep down, I'm still and always will be a helper type person. And that's what I share with the ladies and mothers that I work with. is as you learn and understand how to reconnect with self, how to reconnect with your self-esteem, self-confidence and belief, then that gives you the ability, an abundance of energy and drive, and further fans the flames to be able to help those you love the most. Part of me sits here, and on a day-to-day basis, I am concerned about the health and fitness industry on a whole, as a whole, because the majority of this industry that I'm so passionate about and have been in for the last 20 years is all about the quick fix. It's all about giving ladies a solution which works temporarily. But what then? The quick fix seems appealing, it seems tempting, it seems like the answer. I'm not sure what your experiences are of managing your health, managing your weight, starting new exercise regimes. But ultimately, the majority of you out there who are listening would have experienced going on a diet, starting an exercise regime, and it being great for the first few weeks or couple of months, and then you can't sustain it. Because ultimately, in order to create lasting change, in order to understand what is ultimately important to you, it's about channeling your energy into creating a better connection to your inner self, for you to be able to glow from the inside out. So you're not, and we're not, as a global nation, constantly searching for that next dopamine hit, for that next like, click to appear on our social media, which gives you that dopamine hit, instant. For that quick fix diet that you've just started, means that you lose some weight initially and then you gain it back and more. That constant yo-yo, that roller coaster ride that so many people live on and believe to be the true nature of moving forwards and progressing. It's about moving away from that dopamine hit and connecting with your serotonin, the natural warming glow of inner happiness that helps manage your mental health, helps suppress depression, helps improve the quality of your sleep, and connects with your immune system to keep you safe from all of what we are going through at the moment. Connecting internally, being able to glow from the inside out, means that you no longer have to show that external mask of happiness. I was chatting with a client of mine this morning who has been through an awful time, who shows that external face of it's okay. Internally, it's extremely painful. But what also comes with that is you recognize how uncomfortable it is when people move into your personal space, because we radiate energy away from us. Other humans can sense that subconsciously. Have you ever been in the presence of someone who's smiling, but you just sense something? You sense something isn't right. They look okay, but you sense there's something wrong because you've moved into their energy space, and it's just giving off some sort of maybe negativity. And when I say negativity, maybe sadness or loneliness or confusion. And we sense that as humans, and we ask a question, are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? So the client I was speaking to today, I said, how do you feel about people getting too close? She doesn't like it. Because people can sense beyond the external face, the external smile of it's okay. They can sense when they get too close that something's not right. And it leads to it inviting questions. And in order to prevent those questions coming forwards, she prevents people coming too close. The solution for creating long-term health is about understanding how we feel inside, what we want to achieve from deep down, and not being afraid of speaking it. I don't mean necessarily sharing it with others. I mean just saying it out loud to yourself, or even writing it down and asking the question why after each sentence you write. Something as simple as, I want to lose 5 kilos in weight. Why? I feel I'll be able to move and be more active with my children. Why? It makes me happy when I can keep up with the children in the garden. Why? Because I want to be a role model for my children as they grow up. Why? Because as a parent, I want to be able to guide them and help them into their future. Why? Because I love them. So it's not just about that initial goal. It's about understanding how you get to the layers beneath it, to that why that will truly inspire you to change yourself from where you are to ultimately where you want to be. And that's been my journey. And I didn't really connect with that challenge or face up to that challenge, have the confidence to look at who I was until the age of 40. Now at 47, I'm now beginning to understand much more about myself, feel more confident. This is why I can sit here and chat with you today. Because deep inside, there is still that part of me that says you're not good enough to be speaking on this platform. And I have to listen to that voice, that devil on my shoulder. And I have to quietly thank it for reminding me that I'm human. We all have those doubts and parts of our personality that will question whether we're good enough to do, say, and be what we strive to be. There is a way forwards. There is a way to achieve everything you've set out to achieve. Be strong. Have an abundance of energy, health, vitality to achieve the business goals, lifestyle goals, family goals that you may set yourself for now and for the future. And ultimately to take care of those loved ones that surround you. Just to wrap up, I'd like to say if there are any questions you'd like answering, if you have doubts and you recognize there are parts of you that you would like to understand more about, to help generate a greater level of connection to self, your health, your well-being, your outlook, then please get in touch. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to what has been partly my story of why I'm here today. Have an awesome rest of the summit. Enjoy whichever workshops, presentations that you drop into, wherever you are around the world. Bye-bye.
So let's go. Hi everyone, we are here again at MyTech, and we are starting our show. The guests are arriving and they are already sitting here in the studio, and we will go live in a minute. We are already ready. It's very exciting. First time in my life doing something like this. So we have another setup, Sam sitting next to me, and I'm passing the word to him, and he will start the beginning, and you will see Roshan, Cheryl, and Divya already waiting for you with the morning news. So let's start and enjoy the show. It's not on my stream. It's not good. Not good. It's not good. It's
Hi, good morning, guys. Welcome to day 3. My name is Cheryl. This is Divya, and we have Roshan. We're so excited to be here today to talk to you guys about what's happening for today. So we have a very interesting lineup. We have 5 different areas that you can actually look at with 14 sessions. So just a short introduction of each of us. My name is Cheryl. I'm an educator and a partnership builder. I'm attached to Inti International University, and I'm the founder of Live As You Rise. I'm focused on empowering people through impact projects, looking at women, looking at the Orang Asli, and especially young adults. So, Divya, maybe you can tell us more about yourself. Tell the audience.
Yes. Hi, guys. I'm Divya, and currently I'm a full-time undergraduate student at a local university. I'm a young entrepreneur. I just started this journey 5 months ago with a digital marketing agency called Restory, and I'm also a freelance content writer, and I believe that I empower the people around me, especially the people my age, to start off their journey no matter what it is. So
No, it's great. No, you're building communities essentially, Cheryl, and Divya's trying to reinvent communities and transform them. And so my name's Roshan, and I've actually been the last 12 years been trying to do both, trying to build a business somewhat successfully, and at the same time trying to figure out how do we help build communities. I think part of being empowered, when it's very interesting, right? When we talk about empowerment, right? I think of, when we lose somebody, right? We need a community to mourn together, to grieve together. We need communities for everything, right? And it's so tough, right, in this environment where now we've heard Donald Trump also got a COVID, right? So that's news for today, right? The president of the US and the first lady is tested positive. There's a famous football player, Mane, who plays for Liverpool, who just tested positive this morning. So it's a very interesting dynamic world that we live in that is evolving. It's very tough, right? We have a summit with no audience. The audience, there's millions out there watching probably.
Exactly. So things are constantly changing, right?
Absolutely.
And empowerment, the idea of empowerment is something that is very necessary today. And we are so thankful to Andrea Zapka that she did this Global Women Empowerment Summit, because we can all come together despite the circumstances, right? And, feel what empowerment means to us. Like for me, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but for me, empowerment means the ability to empower others and to create that chain reaction, right?
Yes.
So like what Roshan is doing and what Divya is doing, we all kind of going full circle and trying to hit those important touch points that we have. So we have very interesting sessions today, right,
Yes,
guys?
definitely. We have about 5 sessions that firstly it talks about the holistic self, and then we have a session with the youths, and then we have business, we have networking forums, and if I'm not mistaken,
rooms.
yes, exactly,
And
secret
that
rooms.
is like a huge thing, right?
Yeah.
Why we have the secret rooms? We wanted to create this atmosphere where you feel safe, and it's not going to be live. But remember, guys, if you want to join the secret rooms, you actually need to register beforehand, because we want to make sure that, we keep that environment safe for you, so you feel free to talk about the things that are necessary, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
that is one of the main things. And we also have a networking session at the end of the day, which is very important, and business matching, right? So that's where all of us can kind of come together after we've gone through like 14 different sessions. So Divya was talking about the 5 sessions, right?
Yes.
Maybe you want to tell them more what's coming up after this, right?
Right
Go
after
ahead.
this, we have Miss Pauline's
Dr. Pauline,
Dr.
yes,
Pauline's the gender synergy session, where we'll be talking about work life within men and women and how we work with each other. And then right after that, I think Roshan, you'll be doing a session, right,
we have
about technology.
So it's very interesting that we talk about empowerment, right? Empowerment, one of the biggest tools that we have to empower is the platforms, is the technology that is enable democratization of a lot of things, right?
Definitely.
I mean, but I mean, at the same time, there's a flip side to technology. I mean, we saw things like Social Dilemma, and maybe we should talk about things like that, right? Where we see things like Facebook is so dangerous, right? To some extent, where when you are not when you're not paying for something, you are the product, right? So when we talk about technology, we want to talk about safety also. We want to talk about, one is to empower, one is to keep ourselves safe. How do we do that, right? But also to talk about technology in using it as an empowerment tool, right? How do we, and if you think about it, right, why platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn and others that have mushroomed and grew in such a scale, right? It's because they offer us an opportunity to come together and meet and interact and mingle. Yet at the same time, we know that because we are not paying for it, we are being used, right? To some extent. And the business model is essentially what it's very painful, because we know that whenever we go on Facebook, all our data is being sucked. So this phenomena is something that we want to talk about. But at the same time, how do we build new platforms? And I know we have some fantastic platforms. Nicole is a great platform where there's groups where you can have women empowered there. And there's many other tools. And Jasmine and I, Jasmine's actually the head of Microsoft. And in fact, we are putting together another empowerment summit to raise money for NGOs and charities in Southeast Asia called Bounce Back. So that's coming up soon. So there's a lot of opportunity, right? But Divya, I'd like to understand, for you, right? When you think of the word empowerment, like what do you think are practical things that all of us can do to empower others? I mean, that I think will be interesting. Right?
Basically, to me personally, my definition of empowerment is when I am given the opportunity to do something without struggling for it. That means I feel gifted. So I know that not everybody has that gift. So I believe that it's my duty to empower people. If I have this, I should be able to give this to somebody else. I should be able to help somebody grow, because empowerment is basically growing and helping people grow. So yeah, that's my definition of empowerment, and I think everybody should try to jump on that, believe.
But why do you think, I mean, Cheryl, why do you think people feel helpless? I mean, you see the world today, right? There's a lot of helplessness. There's a lot of, I feel victimized. That it's almost opposite of empowerment, right? People feel that they have no power. They have no way to make change happen. They have no, and we see that in our country. We see that in many countries across the world, right? That you kind of feel victimized by everything. So how, I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Cheryl?
I think problems seem so big, right? Like if we talk about poverty, like, I mean, how am I? I'm just a teacher, right? How am I going to solve poverty? So I think the issue is how the perspective of how we look at issues, right? So say, for example, right, youth, we used to run this youth empowerment series, right? And this under Lift As You Rise. And we sat with a bunch of youths during a live show and we talked about it. And they're like, Miss, I'm just a student, I'm 17, I'm 18, I'm 19. What do I know? And what can I do? Miss, one day when I start making real money, I'll do something. So I think that is the issue, not just with students, but young adults, mothers, fathers, everyone around the world, right? They don't realize that in our smalls, wherever we are in, right, that little role, we can do something. Collectively, that's amazing. And that's when we can actually empower. But we always think of the issue to be too big. So it becomes very difficult, right? And you were talking about social dilemma, right? I have to say guilty, right? The moment I saw that that series, I deleted Facebook. Guilty, right? But it does not solve the problem, right? End of the day, it's like you said, right? It's about being ethical with how you use things, whether it comes from the founder themselves, the creators, when they're designing, think about the ethical design, as well as when we're actually using it, just be conscious. How long am I spending on it and what am I using it for? And do not be swept into it, and it becomes like you. It becomes like, huge
and you make a very good point, because I think one of the struggles with empowerment is that self-imposed beliefs that we have. And you say that, because we say, look, let me make a lot of money first, then I can figure out how to empower, right? I mean, we see a lot of businessmen like, no, let's be profitable, let's be very rich, and then I can give money to the poor or help communities and so on. And one story I remember when I was a very young boy, this was like 12 or 13. We were playing football in the playground, and we used to break all the lights and everything in the playground. And after a while, parents got really upset and said, "Look, stop playing in the playground. Your old boys, get out. The playground's for young kids." And so we had no place to play football. And so all of us would sit at the playground and moan and groan and say, it's so lousy, this stupid government, this, that. I mean, we'll make all this like whatever because there's no place to play football. And one day I said, look, guys, why don't we just walk around the estate and look if there's any place, right? And we found like a whole place where there's like long lalang and a lot of rocks and everything. And it's like an empty plot of land that is not being used, but, with and then a forest at the back. Right, so there's a small piece of land and said, look, if we cut all the grass here, maybe we can do this. And so we started, we tried, after 3 months cutting nothing, right? Because
by the time you reach
exactly. You look at a small
up.
plot, right? And we wanted to give up. And I said, no, come on, we just keep going. And one day there's a guy, one of the neighbors walked by and I remember his name, Peter Ripen. He walked by and he's looked and he's like, what are you guys doing? He's like, oh, we're trying to get a football field. He said, I'll help you guys. You don't do this tomorrow. I'll sort it out. And he said, I'm from DBKL, right? And so he brought this big thing, and the whole thing kind of got cleared out. He had a friend in DBKL. They came and put a land, and so then we started playing, all sand, right? Because and rocks, and we got injured, and we start complaining. And we said, look, just pick up the rocks, and then we said, let's do a stealing campaign. Go to our house and steal grass, steal our grass and put it back and if we still make grass from many houses, we have a bit of grass, right?
So you took that first step, right?
Exactly. So the point is, and then after that we had monkeys watching us play football, and every time the ball went there, the monkeys would take the ball. And so we always had problems. There's
life,
always
right?
problems.
Yeah.
But if you have that spirit of saying, let me fix one small problem, let me fix the next problem, let me fix the next problem, and then after about a year and a half, we had a pretty good feel. And guess what? The monkeys used to watch, like they were like these Chinese gamblers. They'd be sitting there, and then one of us scored, half of the monkeys will celebrate, the other half will
So
keep
you had
quiet.
audience, right?
And then we had audience, right? So
Cheerleaders.
so I think empowerment is that, right? But it starts with somebody saying, let's do it, lah.
A small micro step.
Yeah, and it starts with one person saying, and you remember, I said, look, let's just go and look for some place, or let's just keep cutting grass, or let's keep, and somehow, the universe will sort of conspire with you to
Law of
help you,
attraction, right?
to some extent. So I look at empowerment and say, I think all of us need to be empowered. But we shouldn't wait to be empowered. We need to go out there and empower, And I'm sure, Divya, you have similar stories like that, right?
Yes. The thing is that when we talk about social dilemma, Facebook and Instagram, some of whenever I feel empowered, I go to Instagram, but the society tends to shoot it down with our negative expectations, unrealistic expectations, I would say. But the thing is that if you are empowered by yourself, you should always motivate yourself, saying that, you know what, this is fine. Where I am at, it's a journey. I can't compare it with anybody else.
Yeah, we all are different. We all come from different points in life.
Yeah,
right?
and definitely I feel like our audiences can find more about self-empowerment with Freda Louise session later.
Yes,
it's an
definitely.
all women session.
All women panel.
Yeah, panel. Yeah, all women panel at 2 p.m. Yeah. So
And Freda's amazing, like.
yeah,
She's a woman who
She's
has
like a
fought
symbol
and,
of women power.
fought and fought, and
radio
she's a
station
good
in
friend.
Malaysia.
So
yes,
we
exactly.
can tease her also.
She's definitely an idol for broadcast students, media students like me and some of my fellow friends. So
and we always talk about female, male, and how different we are. And I think the session at 9:30 today with Dr. Pauline is going to be amazing, guys. You have to tune in because we're going to talk about how we can now synergize between males and females and how can we work together. I think often, like you're talking about problems, we always focus on the problem. Oh, I'm a female, I'm a male, we are different, the way Roshan thinks and the way we think is different. So how are we going to work together? Women are emotional, men are like
I don't do much thinking, so that may help.
So I think once we get people to kind of see, and sometimes it's just that awareness, right? It's a change of perspective, and sometimes we need someone to point us out to what's happening. So if we can get like Dr. Pauline, for example, to let that switch, just kind of click for us, it's going to be amazing, right? We're going to look at how we can work together, right? Like maybe clarify more, ask questions more.
Yes, definitely.
And that's what today is all about, right? We have the empowerment panel, we have the Ask Youth session, right?
Yes, by Alish and his friends.
Yes,
definitely.
And we can actually see how you think.
Yes.
And if you all remember, yesterday we had the kids session, so now we have the youth session, and it's going to be very interesting how all these different elements come together. And they touch point on different things from entrepreneurs, right? And like Jimmy Lee is going to talk about how do we focus. I mean, is it profit? Or, we have to think of society, interest. So these are all the things I believe in society that we are constantly looking at. Right?
Yes, definitely.
I mean, talking about business, right? And, profitability and being human. Maybe, Roshan, you can tell us something about that point of view, right?
How do you juggle it? Like, do I look at the bucks or do I be like,
No, and Divya, you make a very good point about self-esteem, right? I mean, many of us, it's and we're going to talk a little bit about this at a technology session. And we talk about, when we make an investment, you got return on investment or you return on equity, right? But when you go on social media, right, we tend to earn what we call return on likes.
Yes.
So we get excited and our entire self-esteem is dependent on the likes that we get on social media, right? And that's dangerous, right? Because then we are starting to dictate our self-worth based on somebody else's perception and interpretation.
Definitely.
That is a very good point.
And we're going to talk a little bit. I mean, Jasmine and I are going to talk a little bit more about this return on likes and how what that means and what that's doing to all of us, right? But I think we need to start to remove ourselves from that belief that we are dictated by other people's perception of us, and that's how you truly get empowered, right? When you truly want to be empowered is when you tell yourselves that, hey, regardless of what's happening, I am worth it, and I have worth, and I have talent, and I have skills, and I have capabilities, and I have something to contribute to this world. And when you tell yourself that, you go out there and make that contribution, and
Yeah.
I think you will start to see the ripple effect, right? And many people sometimes underestimate the ripple effect, right?
Yes.
So let's say I make a small change, and we did this in the life of a couple of youths, right?
Yeah.
Where we transform them, right? And now the trajectory, they were going downhill. The trajectory is this way. Now, what they're going to do, they're going to influence many, many people,
Yes.
and many trajectories will start to
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
And suddenly you see the whole world transform, right?
Yeah.
And that's what transformation is. It doesn't start with, oh, let's I always tell my best friend, my best friend in the world is this guy called Edmund Bond, who is the head of human rights from Malaysia.
I know him. Edmund came to Inti actually.
So
really?
Edmund and I, so Edmund sort of always in jail, literally all the time, getting arrested and so on. And he's like, oh, we got to fight for rights and all that. So I'm like, okay, but we can take that perspective. But that's important. But I think there's another thing, the hearts and minds.
Yes.
The fight for the hearts and mind. And I think part of the transformation battle is, yes, there's the structural battle. You got to change policies, you got to change this, you got to do that, right? But there's also the hearts and mind piece. And we call it sometimes the culture and what the alignment, right? That if we can transform that together with the structure, wow, we truly have national transformation.
Yeah, definitely. I think we can look forward for this kind of conversations at 7 p.m. with Jimmy Lee's session, Helping or Hurting Humanity. Yeah, I believe like it's a very important topic to be spoke about, because I just, to be honest, as a millennial or a Gen Z, I don't know. I really don't know. Sometimes the line is very gray. We believe we are helping people, but sometimes we often determine each other's worth by the number of likes, by the number of followers you have, by the number of retweets you get on Twitter, by how many people share your Instagram stories, how many people view your Instagram stories, and if your Instagram followers, your likes, and your story viewers are tallying, and how many percent of people are looking at you. So I believe that, are we really helping humanity through Instagram and Facebook and social medias, or are we just hurting the humanity?
And that's where it comes in about what Roshan said about looking within yourself, right? I think who you are, right? Why you are put on this earth, whether you believe in God or you believe in the universe, right? God or the universe put you here for a reason, right? We all have a part to play in this world. So you just have to look back at how, in that tiny way, you can play a part, right?
Yes.
And that esteem, that's where when technology and all these things come in, it won't be something so difficult to, maneuver. And at the end of the day, at least we have each other, right? Like if I'm feeling down, I'll be like, hey, Divya, or Roshan, can you?
Definitely.
So if we have that chain of support, we're not going to be perfect all the time at our peak level, right? But if we have this empowerment support, that chain, right, it's kind of hard to break that chain, right? And I think the panels that is coming up also, one thing good is, right, we always see people who are successful, right? Like, you look at Roshan, you're like, Roshan, you're up there, I'm here, what? But we don't realize, hey, Roshan came from somewhere, right? He went through struggles, right? And I think one of our sessions today is going to talk about that, right? It's going to talk about what are their personal struggles, what they went through, because sometimes we only see the success.
Yeah.
We don't see that journey. It's like the whole iceberg thing, right?
Yes.
We see the surface. What brought them there? We don't see that. And if we can learn from that, then we know every time we go through things, it's like, okay, yeah, Roshan went through that too. I too can do it. It empowers you when you feel that someone else has done it. There is a chance, I too can do it. I think that
definitely.
is something
Definitely.
very important for us to think about today when you guys are watching all these different sessions, So I believe that when we're looking into these sessions, right, is there any other sessions that you guys want to like bring forward? Any favorites maybe?
Definitely the Empowered Entrepreneurs session.
Yes.
Yeah. Because as a young entrepreneur myself, I feel like sometimes I'm very lost. I'll be like, okay, at one moment I can do it. I'm going to go out there, meet that client and get this deal. But then before, when I'm calling the client and she doesn't answer and I get blue ticked on WhatsApp, I'll be like, okay, like I have to take a seat, a step down and then be like, was that just enthusiasm? Was just this my, sugar rush? Or was I really, like there was some sort of empowerment in myself that I believe I can do it? Or is it just, that small little dose of up and then you go down? So definitely I'm looking forward for that session. I believe that I can get some sort of help from there.
Roshan,
Yeah,
have you heard of that blue tick, Roshan?
blue tick, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard of that concept
From
of blue tick?
clients?
It's very common among the young people.
Oh, really? What's it?
Okay.
Talk to
It's
us.
on WhatsApp.
So WhatsApp, right? You
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
the
the
phone,
blue tick on
and then
WhatsApp.
when you open WhatsApp, and when someone reads your message, you know that you've sent, it has 2 blue ticks.
Yep.
That is blue tick. So if you ever hear young people say,
I got
you know,
blue
Roshan
ticked.
blue ticked me, what they mean is you read my message and you didn't respond. So
Okay.
that hurts them as well. So
Yeah.
these are some lingos coming
Yeah,
up that,
yeah.
you know, we all can kind of learn from each other and learn how to kind of maneuver and deal
Yeah,
with it as
yeah.
well.
And I think both of you spoke very passionately about this. I mean, one of the things I think the biggest takeaway for all of us from
Yeah.
this whole few days is that we want to learn.
Yeah.
I think learning is going to be very, very critical. I mean, and one thing that's very interesting today, right? And I keep telling my team this, right? Is it's not just about learning; it's about unlearning stuff also. You know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because we have these beliefs, we have certain constraints, we have things that are clouding us from progressing, and we need to unlearn this, and relearn new stuff
Yeah.
and change. And this, I think, these few days, right? Part of the summit's appeal is for y'all to start figuring out how you can learn stuff. Oh, that's great, but also start to question yourselves. What are things that I need to unlearn? What are beliefs that are constraining me? What is stopping me from progressing? And what are outdated traditions or rituals that I practice
Yes.
that should be eliminated, should be
Yeah.
thrown away, right? And if I can figure those things out, right, then when I learn these things, I'm able to unlearn the old stuff. I'm then able to change. Because change is going to be constrained by the beliefs. If you and many times my team, I keep saying, I think that whole, we most of our money that we make to support our community work comes from corporate training. I'm like,
Yes.
is it? But they're like, no. And I'm like, look, if we have another lockdown, I have 3 more months without revenue. How am I going to pay 75 people salaries? In that's Malaysia, right? I got a team in India, I got a team in Thailand, and so on, right? And I said, guys, we have to unlearn and throw away all our
Willing to
outdated
learn.
beliefs that people can only learn when they're face to face. I mean, this is a virtual conference, and
Yeah.
I'm sure people are learning, right? So
Yeah.
there is a need for us to unlearn or throw away things and then figure out how to learn new things.
I believe that learning and unlearning things and it mostly comes from our mind of being open to changes, and I think we can look forward for this session of EQ stuff with Miss Samita.
Social poker.
Yeah, social
Interesting,
poker
right?
later.
I'm really curious to see, guys, what is social poker all about? We all know what poker is, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, Samita is a good friend of mine, and I called up and I said, Samita, tell me what it's about. She's like, Cheryl, wait and see, okay? Come and join the session. So I'm just imagining what social poker is going to look right. It's going to be pretty amazing in terms of, imagine poker, right? How poker is played, and this is adding that social element into
of it,
right?
yeah.
And
It's going to be quite exciting.
yeah, and mostly
right?
it's about our EQ. So I think
So lots of exciting sessions.
Yeah,
we have
definitely.
about 3 minutes to
left,
go.
yeah.
So I wanna get final takeaways, right?
Yes.
Cheryl, Divya, and maybe if I some key insights over the last couple of days, and maybe today, one quick nugget of insight or wisdom that you can share with our viewers in terms of what are some key takeaways to look forward to, or potentially that you've already had for yourself.
Okay, so I was part of this work-life balance panel yesterday, right? And Thursday. And what was interesting is, right, I was one of the moderators. I was the youngest in the entire group, and you have people from different age groups, like in their 60s, in their 70s, and in their 50s. And what was beautiful is an international group from different countries, and how we looked at things, right? It was so different, right? It was extremely different. We had people who are marketers, we had people who are trainers, we had people who are, the idea man, Bob. And what I noticed about this session that we had was that we all had very different perspectives and very different opinions. But the good part was that we were all able to come to an agreement and agree to disagree. And I think this point is very important wherever we are. And it ties back to the unlearning and learning. What about you, Divya? What do you think? One of the insights, right? You had an amazing session
yes,
with Dr.
I did.
Terry. Oh my God, wow.
She was phenomenal. I mean, she brought out the best from me,
Yeah.
I didn't even know these things were inside me before I met her. Yeah, it just came out. So my key takeaway from the whole summit, I would say, is that empowerment doesn't just stop from within.
Yeah.
It has to radiate. That is what empowerment basically means.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like I learned a lot. I watched a few sessions, work-life balance, and I feel like I just learned. And definitely, when I'm going to step into my working life, I would definitely take some tips and you know keep myself going. So
Yeah.
So Roshan.
So I think
Yeah.
we got 60 seconds, right?
Yes.
So we
Yeah.
need to wrap. But I think some great takeaways just from today also, right?
Yeah.
That we need to feel empowered, right?
Yes.
And that feeling doesn't come from a feeling, it comes from doing,
Mhm.
right? We need to take the first step and empower ourselves and then empower others. We need to unlearn, relearn. And I think ultimately, some things that you talked about is the beliefs, right?
Yes.
We need to unconstrain ourselves
Mhm.
from that belief. So with that, I want to wish you all a fantastic day today. I'm
Yes.
sure you're going to learn a ton. And final, have a fantastic day.
Yeah.
Join us for day
We'll
3.
see
Yeah,
you
man.
See you
later
there,
at the
guys.
sessions.
All right. Have fun, guys.
Bye.